Leaders frequently try to boost employees' performance, but how often do they step back to focus on how well they manage their teams? The boss may be too busy selling their vision of success while overlooking signs that their own foundation needs to be bolstered. Experienced professionals say there are warning signs that suggest leaders may need to rethink their approach. Certain ways IT managers use their authority, describe their management style, and involve their colleagues can offer clues that something's amiss. Here are a few signs that may suggest you're a weaker leader than you think. The surest sign of weak leadership is high staff turnover. The problem is frequently a lack of empathy from the top. Ultimately, if your staff members don't feel that you care about them, why would they care about you and your goals? So much can be achieved by simply listening to your staff and, ultimately, we cannot expect our employees to perform above and beyond if they don't feel that leadership has their best interest at the forefront. If people don't feel inspired, supported, and motivated to perform at their best, they will leave. Attrition is especially concerning when those leaving are primarily from underrepresented groups in the industry. Many women and minority groups struggle to make it in the tech industry. If you look at Google's annual report on diversity, only 32.5% of Google's employees in 2020 constituted women, and this is a relatively good statistic, compared to the rest of the sector. Although this is progress, these are often slow and incremental. Another sign is when managers constantly pat themselves on the back and talk about what a strong leader they are. Good leaders usually reflect on their leadership, sometimes second-guess their skills, and actively looking for feedback on their effectiveness. They ask staff how happy they are professionally, make sure they feel ownership over their work, and make sure they have room for creativity. Another signal is that although the glass ceiling for women may be recognized, it isn't addressed except when women and people of color are promoted during crises. These scenarios where women have to turn around failing situations hurt women's advancement in the workplace more than it helps. They become heroes or zeros. One of the unique challenges of keeping a tech team motivated is navigating customer needs with the needs of a team looking to work on cutting-edge technology that may not be what the customer needs. Weak leaders often have unrealistic expectations around the scope and timeline for projects. These bosses don't take into consideration the availability of resources or their team's skill sets and existing obligations. Not getting input or guidance from the team on what's realistically achievable can cause team members to burn out from trying to meet too many demands concurrently. Talented people leave organizations once a project is completed because of unrealistic timelines, inferior resources, and lack of education causing people. Leaders need to understand that resources are limited and taking on too much can lead to mixed or negative consequences. Another sign of weak leadership is the inability to support your employees' growth and advancement. People are choosing to leave organizations when they don't feel supported. Many, especially women, struggle to find mentors, and often leave a company to find another that's more supportive of their career development. This is especially true in mid-senior and director-level roles, she says. Companies need to invest in promoting and growing their next generation of senior executive leaders through mentorship programs to foster diversity and growth within their organization. Without opportunities to accelerate their careers beyond mid-management, the diversity gap that currently exists among senior leadership roles will continue. Sometimes, you may realize that you are perpetually frustrated and angry with your team. The problem may be you rather than your colleagues. At the end of the day, this points back to your inability to inspire, motivate, provide effective feedback, your lack of courage to change direction when needed, appearing inauthentic or dishonest to them, or even that you don't seem to care about them. You may even go so far as to accuse them of failing to follow your instructions when, in fact, you forgot to tell them what they needed to know. This puts everyone into an awful set of circumstances where more is piled on your to-do list and theirs, and resentments build up with everyone. This points to the problem that leaders have of promising too much and under-delivering. You as a leader decide to ingratiate yourself to your management by becoming a people pleaser, accepting work for yourself and your group is ill-defined with tight timelines. You can't win and neither can your people, yet you accept more and more and more. That's another sign of weakness. One final way that managers demonstrate weakness is by using institutional authority all the time instead of developing their ability to influence change. These managers use command and control, boss people around, hire and fire staff regularly. 2. No one likes to be treated like they are a cog in the wheel, but these managers with their staff that way, rarely listening, providing opportunities, or offering an inspiring vision others and connect with, let alone feel empowered to execute. Jack Welch, The former chairman of GE said, "Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others." Some of you need to learn that lesson.